What's happening? Welcome to day 40 something of my daily series on how I help spirits and hospitality brands systemize and scale using AI and automation. So in this video, I'm going to share exactly how you can increase the number of people that actually show up to your events considerably with what's called nurturing. If you know anything about my business at all, like I'm big into AI and automation, and so like right now it's almost tails of the cocktail, and it's a couple weeks, 3 weeks away, and so people are spending millions of dollars, way less than before from what I understand, but millions of dollars producing big events, all with the hopes that somebody's going to walk away with a meaningful, lasting impression of your brand. So what happens is they hire an event producer, come up with a theme, and then pour money into it. Last year, Ludacris played at one of these things. It was a big deal, and it was like, these were monster events. And so what happens is they produce these events and they say RSVP now, give us an RSVP, and then they say email this address to RSVP to this event, and then somebody receives the email, they put it onto a spreadsheet. And then when the time for the event comes, then they check your name off of a list. And then you're RSVP'd and then you get to go to this event. And then you go to the event, you have a blast, and then nothing happens. Nothing happens. This is like classic. And so what we've built is something that solves for this. And if you're not clear on what the problem is that there's a pre-event experience, there's a during event experience, and then there's a post-event experience. And all these things should be cohesive and branded and appeal to you, and then obviously attempt to convert into some sort of other kind of action, like connecting you with your local rep, or converting into a sale, or whatever it is, like whatever you want to happen. And so what ends up happening is these are called branding events, where they just, it's just like the reason that M&M's has a store in Times Square. It's like they don't make enough money to justify that. But for some reason, it's like logical and okay, and 1 + 1 = 3 when you spend millions of dollars on these events without actually developing a relationship with people in a meaningful way. And so oftentimes what happens is nothing happens. And so what I wanted to do is solve for that. Also, there's another factor in this where there's so much noise in Tales of the Cocktail that it's very difficult to keep track of what you RSVP to. So if you're really organized, you probably put an event calendar invite into your calendar and said, I'm supposed to go to this event. And then if you're really cool, then you put in the address in there. But most people don't do stuff like that. I tried to do that. And even for me, like a nerd, it was totally overwhelming. And I couldn't possibly put all those events in my calendar. And there was like competing events, and I didn't know the city very well. I don't know the city well enough to know like that one thing is across the town from the other. And so there's a third vector in this, which is the timing of it. So the timing of the event, the location of the event, and where you happen to be at that time. And so to solve for this in a way that's better than paperless post or Eventbrite, we put together a very simple system. Well, it's simple to you anyways. Like, I'm not saying you're stupid, but the user interface is dead simple. It's like literally give us your name, phone number, and email address, and then we will take care of the rest. And so what happens is the user, they enter their name, phone number, and email address. And because they're RSVPing to a specific event, we send an email confirmation saying, hey, congratulations, first we send an email verification. We can't send people emails if they're not good emails. So we say, click this link if this is actually the right email. They click it, and then we send them another email saying you're confirmed. We send them a text message saying, hey, this is a number if you have any questions, right? So what we've done is we've connected all the information about the event to a GPT, so that people can actually ask questions at the event and find out what's going on, and if we don't know yet, we don't know yet. But if you are, so you can ask questions via text message to this event, not to a person, but to the event. And so the event will respond to you and tell you the answers that you need to know, as in, where is it? You're here and you need to go there. Well, that's about a 20-minute walk. You can literally ask that question. And it will tell you, but also along the way, we're going to send you a confirmation email just to confirm that you have RSVP to this event. And then a week before, we'll say, we'll see you in a week. Here's something to look forward to, and then give them a little nugget to be excited about. And then a day before, it's like, okay, great, we'll see you tomorrow. Here's the theme. Here's the stuff that you need to know. Blah 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 blah. If you have any questions, text us here. And then an hour before, it's like, okay, cool. It's probably time to start heading over. Here's the address. Here's and here's the Google Maps link, so you can just plug it into your maps. Right? Crazy. And then at check-in, all the consumer has to do is show them the QR code, and then we'll give the event host an app which will scan them in, and then they're scanned in, and then you have the data. And so if you want to, you can have like age verification right there, but then they go to the event, they have a good time. And then what happens the next day or 3 days later, whatever it is, you send them a survey. Say, hey, how was this event? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you think that this brand would resonate with your bar? Is this the kind of thing that you guys would serve at your bar? What should we do next year? Ask the questions and find out these surveys, and find the people that are your raving fans and support the shit out of them. And then a week later, you disseminate the data based on the geography of the list. You say, here's your follow-up list for your sales reps. Here's your follow-up list for your marketing team. And then do targeted marketing towards those people, because you're giving them more of what they like and more of what they want. And that's okay. But with Eventbrite, paperless posts, you'll get one email confirmation, and then that's it. I just don't understand why this is still in the Stone Age. I don't understand, it is just unacceptable. You will not be able to field all the questions. And what ultimately ends up happening is that people will, in lieu of asking a question, they will just not go, and you won't know which is which, because you're not inside of their head. And so if somebody has a free ability to text message a question to the event and get an immediate, accurate response, it's a dramatically higher likelihood that they will actually show up. And especially if you are reminding them and indicating to them that you are expecting them at this event, then it will increase your chances considerably. It's like I do this with every phone call that I book. I do a similar variation of this, and people do not miss my calls because I've reminded them. And not only that, but I've also reminded myself at the same time. And also it's in their calendar. So, we're just systematically chipping away at all the excuses and reasons to not show up to your event. So this is already live. It's ready to go. We can implement it even if you have a list, even if you have already sent out invites. But if you haven't invited everybody, then we'll invite everybody for you. And then if they haven't opened up the email of your invite, then we'll hit them again 3 days later with a different subject line. If they have opened it but haven't RSVP'd, we'll hit them again 3 days later to remind them to RSVP, that we haven't gotten the RSVP yet. And this is just how we kind of guide decisions. So it's not too late for Tales of the Cocktail if you want to work with us. We have a la carte packages just for event management. Give me a call, phone, text message, email, DM, whatever it is. I look forward to hearing from you. That's all I got for you today. See you later. Bye.